England crashed to series defeat as South Africa came from behind for the second week in a row to beat the tourists 23-12. Tries by Mike Brown and Jonny May gave the tourists early hope of sending the best-of-3 series to a decider in Cape Town next week. But English indiscipline once again killed their chances, with the Red Rose conceding 13 penalties, to leave Eddie Jones staring at a fifth straight Test defeat. Dwayne Vermeulen and a penalty try made sure the Springboks wrapped up the series with a game to spare. Our man Alex Spink was in Bloemfontein, and here are his 5 talking points. History repeated itself at Free State Stadium as England scored 2 tries in the first 13 minutes, just as they had at Ellis Park a week ago. Sadly, that was not the end of the déjà vu. Having gone 12 points up through scores from wingers Mike Brown and Jonny May, they again coughed up their advantage. Ill discipline was again their Achilles heel, costing England their early momentum. They just appear to be learning their lessons. Indiscipline killed England at Ellis Park, and they spent the week working on making better decisions. Or at least convincing themselves they were. Once their usual first-quarter dominance had come and gone, the familiar failings resurfaced. That was concerning enough. What was even more worrying was it seemed to be the captain from whom England were taking their lead. Owen Farrell, we all know, is a fine player, but you can't have your skipper seemingly seeking out confrontation rather than steering his team away from it. Give England the ball and they will cause a side problems. They have proved that time and again out here. Without it, however, they are desperately vulnerable. Scott Wisemantel has done a cracking job as attack coach, albeit only on a 5-week contract. It is in defense that they have been found wanting. Eddie Jones will deny until he's blue in the face that the decision not to replace defense coach Paul Gustard, once he announced he was leaving England for a club job, was a sound one. The fact remains that a South Africa side closer to ordinary than extraordinary found it all too easy to pick holes in the Red Rose rearguard. For the first Test, new Springboks coach Rassie Erasmus decided the time was right to appoint South Africa's first ever black rugby captain. It proved an inspired decision as the nation got behind the team and they surfed the wave of passion to win the series opener. A week on at Free State Stadium, Erasmus had another ace card to play, selecting Tendai Beast Mtawarira to become the first black Springbok to win his 100th cap. Again the nation embraced the historic moment and the team responded. A 5th successive Test defeat, 6 losses in all, and no victory since February. England are in a hole, and the painful truth is the more they dig the deeper they seem to go. For all the bold talk of 3-0 series wins by England before they left home, the truth of the matter is that South Africa will now probably end up celebrating that scoreline. Eddie Jones' Midas touch has worn off after a world record-equaling run of 18 wins when he first arrived. The Rugby Football Union will not want to change so close to a World Cup, but they have some hard thinking to do before the autumn.